say to someone that maybe is not as hasn't done a lot of meditation in their life or hasn't really looked into this aspect of their life, how difficult it is for someone to just learn this when they come into your class?
First of all, I started, for some people, I call it a visualization because it's a very active visual meditation. So it's more than, a lot of people have this idea of meditation that you're going to sit with your, legs crossed with mudra position and just, and that's not what it is. So this meditation, I call it a meditation for the Western mind. So one of the things, and I was doing a Eastern type meditation before I learned this one, and it was working with a mantra and getting your mind quiet. And it's helpful. So I was doing this meditation for 8 years, and after 8 years I realized my life, aside from 20 minutes of quiet every day, hadn't really changed. Nothing had really changed in my life. I was still reacting the same way, responding the same way, thinking the same way. Nothing had ultimately changed after 8 years. So I started looking for another form of meditation to help me transform what I wanted to transform, and came upon the inner diamond. So the inner diamond for the Western mind, we still need to quiet our mind, but we're doing it by using our mind to call in colors. We keep it focused on what we're doing in the meditation to call in these different frequencies. It's called the tubes of light, to call in, activate our firewall, connect with the universe, our love and support. Everything we're doing, that it's like a labyrinth. I see it as an energetic labyrinth, where just by doing it, it takes you into a quiet center, and then you start working with these frequencies that, okay, on a subconscious level, I didn't know I was disconnected from my joy. So when I started doing this work, I started becoming aware of these 24 colors, these 24 aspects that I can create or connect with to create wholeness in my life. And then I started looking at it. It's like, yeah, I need more clarity. I still don't feel like I'm totally connected with my inner power or compassion. I was so hard on myself. I was not compassionate about myself or the mistakes I made. So I started looking at these colors and these aspects and going, I want more of that. I need this to feel more balanced, more whole, more aligned. And that's the piece of this meditation that's so unique and different to the meditation world.
That's great. I love that. Once someone's done this and incorporated this into their life, what kind of change, in your experience, have your clients and your students experienced?
Amazing transformations. I'll just give you one example. There was a woman that I was working with, and she took the first class. And one of the colors that we work with every day in our basic tubes of light is the violet. So the violet frequency is releasing karma. It releases old patterns, programs, density that we carry. So this particular woman called me about a month after she started doing this meditation. And what happened for her, she had a business partner 20 years before that they ended up ending badly. The relationship broke up. It was a terrible fight at the end. And one of the things that we begin to realize is things like that happen to us or that we experience, we carry that vibration. We carry that separation with us if it's unresolved, if it goes unresolved. So she started doing this meditation, and out of the blue one day, her old business partner calls her and says, I've been thinking about you. I know we ended badly. It's 20 years ago. I don't want to go into business with you again, but I just want to call you and let you know I've been thinking about you and I want to resolve this so we can move on. Okay? That's the kind of thing that starts happening. It changes our law of attraction. It changes who we attract in our life, what we attract in our life. And again, it heals and we feel more connected. We feel more whole. We're not carrying that hurt anymore. And those kinds of experiences have happened over and over and over again. The other thing that happens, and I've for everybody who does this work, is things that they reacted to in the past or got triggered by, all of a sudden things would happen or something would, same kind of experience, but they would look at themselves and be surprised because their response or reaction wasn't the same. They were calm. They were able to not be triggered into an emotional charge or be triggered into anger or grief or depression or something. So, same situation, different response. And that's the clearing, the connectedness that happens as we move into wholeness.
You know, one of the things as I'm listening to you talk about this that's coming to my mind is children. When they do art or when they pick something from the closet to wear, it's bright and it's colorful and, so different from when grown-ups do it. And some of it is, of course, style and taste. But what do you think changes from being a child to becoming an adult that sort of makes that switch?
I see children as we give them the permission to wear the colors, and it's part of society. It's like, well, now you're a grown-up, you can't wear those colors anymore. It's part of our culture. I look at cities like New York, Chicago, big cities. People actually wear a lot of black there because there's so much energy and there's so many people that they actually want to hide or protect their energy, and they feel that's the way to do it. So there's reasons for all of that. But even with children, I just have to share this story because it's so profound. So I was doing a conscious parenting class a few years ago online, and one of the things that I always tell parents is, instead of asking your child what they want to wear, giving them a choice, ask what color do they want to wear today. So they have all these colors in their closet. What color do you want to wear today? So I invited the parents to do that for a week for their child. One of the mothers came back and said, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this, I have to tell you." So she had a 3-4-year-old daughter who was going to daycare, and it was a new daycare. Every day that she picked up her daughter, all the kids were playing and her daughter was out standing alone in a corner. So she started asking her daughter what color she wanted to wear. And every day she picked something fuchsia. So fuchsia means collaboration. It stands for collaboration, togetherness. So her daughter knew she needed fuchsia. So every day that week she wore something fuchsia. The mother picked her up from daycare, and the daughter now is among the group of kids playing with everybody instead of standing alone. So it was a frequency that helped her collaborate or come together with the other children. And she wasn't consciously aware of that, but it helped her connect. And the mother was just blown away. So she continued to ask her daughter, "What color do you want to wear today?"
I love this. So it sounds like, Annette, that when people come to this class with you, they really learn how to use and incorporate the color, the frequencies that they represent, and the message that they represent into their lives, and also activate a certain side of them or be aware of a certain aspect of them that they weren't consciously aware of at one point.
There's small ways to start connecting with this. And I've done a guided meditation with the tubes of light, and it's a really good way to work with the colors, the frequencies, and just pay attention to what changes. So I always tell people, just start small, do this meditation for every day for a week, and see what changes in your life. Be aware, be very cognizant of how you feel, energies that you might not be taking on anymore, what changes around you. Because as you change yourself, you will absolutely change the world around you.